Tough choice with Kazeem, Rahman. Would you rather? Tough choice. Only be able to wipe your tough choice by scooting around on the carpet. Tough choice. Tough choice.
What kind of carpet is it? If it's alpaca, give me the carpet.
Welcome back, guys. This is Tough Choice with Kazeem, Rahman podcast. I am your blessed and highly favored host, Kazeem, Rahman. On the hot seat today, you know who it is. It's me. It is me again. You know what? Because we're going to do a lot more solos, because I know I said this last episode, but just in case you're new and you didn't hear last episode, I'm explaining again. So everyone chill out, because this will be quick. We're going to do more solos because we want bigger guests, and sometimes bigger guests are hard to get. So we're going to be reaching out to more people. We're still going to be doing, our regular guests that are my friends and very funny comedians, but we will also try to get bigger guests to promote this podcast. Guys, you know how we do here. We don't really waste any time. The game is tough choice. You must pick between the two choices. You must explain yourself. You get one pass, you get one pause. Let's start the show.
Let it begin. Let it begin.
Would you rather live in a house that's always surrounded by a rainbow, or one where every room plays its own theme music? That's a good question. Live in a house that's always surrounded by a rainbow. I'll take that. Here's why I don't want the theme music. There's only so many times I can listen to any song and not be frustrated. Especially if I don't. It doesn't say you like the theme music. It just says every room has its own theme music. What does that mean? So, living room, kitchen, even if they're technically, I know there's a lot of if we're just, let's backtrack to some architecture. Let's get in our, home shopping network bag. No, not home shopping network. What's the channel that does the homes? Whatever channel does the home network. I think it's called Home Network. Home Renovation Network channel or something like that. Anyway, so they do a lot of open area, living room, kitchen, all one room kind of thing. Honestly, they only do that because it's easier to shoot, because it's easier to do a wide shot, and it just looks better for camera's sake. It's not actually good for the home. So living room, kitchen, let's say bathroom, at least one bathroom, at least one bedroom. 4 different theme musics, if that's even the proper way to say it. 4 different songs as your theme. That's 3 too many, if I'm being honest. Even if I only had one song, I don't think I would enjoy hearing the same song over and over and over again. No one can listen to the same song over and over and over again nonstop forever. You can listen to the same song over and over and over again for a week max. A week max. After that, I doubt you're gonna want to do that, because I don't want to do that. So if I don't want to do that, I know you don't want to do that. So I'm gonna do the rainbow, because every day I get to go outside and see a cool little rainbow that's always surrounded my house. And of course, I do this all the time. So if you're new here, just know I do this all the time. I'm going to sell that house. If it's surrounded by a rainbow nonstop, and I'm the only house that's surrounded by a rainbow, that at least adds $1 million, $2 million to whatever the house is worth. Right? I'm going to get one of those real estate, guys that evaluate, one of those real estate evaluators, because if we don't know the word here on Tough Choice with Kazeem Rahman podcast, we make it up. So one of those real estate evaluators, I'm going to have them come to my home, and I'm not even going to let them inside the home. I'm just going to point at the rainbow and be like, all right, cool. That's it. How much is this worth? And they're going to be like, oh, this is worth at least $2 million. Cool. That's it. That's all I need to know. You don't need to know what's inside the home. You don't need to know any of that crown molding. You don't need to know if there's cracks in the walls. Who cares? There's a rainbow surrounding this home. the home is worth 2 million, at least 2 million. So yeah, I'm going to do the rainbow and I'm going to sell this house. Would you rather have a mirror that shows you as a different historical figure each day, or a lamp that reveals funny secrets about the objects in your home? I'm going to take this lamp. The problem with historical figures, and here's my issue, because not every most okay, I'm going to try to use my words correctly this time, because most of the time I really do be talking reckless. Most historical figures are trash. Most of them. Some of them are good people. Most of them have good PR. Most of them have good marketing. Most of them have been whitewashed to make them look good, but they're trash. So if you dress me up as most historical figures, I'm going to be like, in my mind, who's this? And I'm going to go find out, who am I dressed up as? Who am I shown as? And then I'm just going to get upset, because I'm going to do a deep dive. I'm never going to just be like, oh, he won a Nobel Peace Prize. Okay. All right. What happened? Why did he win? What were the conditions of him winning? Right? Was he good to his family? Was he good to this? Was he doing that? What did he do? What happened? And then I'm just going to get pissed. I already know. Never meet your heroes, and always research your historical heroes, because why do you need a good day? You know what I mean? Like, why don't you just want to ruin your day every day as you look up the historical figures that might have shaped or not shaped your outlook on this world? Who knows? But I'm going to do the lamp, because who doesn't like a little gossip before they leave for work in the morning? Who doesn't like a tiny little bit of gossip? And here's the thing. I don't like to gossip, but I do like a good story. Funny secrets about objects in my home. That's a good story. That's a good story. I'm just sitting, minding my own business, drinking my coffee, and my lamp just be like, hey, man, you know that nightshade is from blah. And I'm gonna be like, oh, snap. What? And then I go on about my day. That'd be dope. Funny secrets about the objects in your home. I'm going with that. Ain't nobody want a mirror. Also, man, listen, because I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be like, mirror, can you show me all the historical figures are just evil mercenaries? That'd be funny if I did the mirror thing and they only showed me people that killed other people. That's the only historical figure, because it doesn't say like historical figures that were like presidents or something like that. You might get Genghis Khan. You might get King Leopold. Both those guys are notorious murderers. They murdered millions of people. So ain't nobody trying to get my day ruined over some mirror. But I do like a little gossip in the morning before I go to work. So if you have some fun gossip, don't give me no, I don't want to hurt anybody. We don't do that on this side of the podcast world. Okay? So email toughchoice@outlook.com. And then if you have a funny story, or if you have a moral dilemma that goes with a funny story, feel free to share it and we'll discuss it on the podcast. Would you rather have glasses that let you see the hidden joke in the world? I'll say that again. Would you rather have glasses that let you see the hidden jokes in the world, or headphones that translate animal sounds into music? I'll do the glasses. And I don't know what that means. I'm not going to sit here and ever lie and act like I know exactly what this means. I don't know what the hidden jokes of the world is. That Illuminati? I'll take it. I'm doing glasses no matter what. I'm just trying to figure out what the hidden jokes thing means, because now I'm a little interested, but I'm also a little confused, slightly scared, not going to lie, but I'm more interested than scared. And that's why we're going to go ahead and do the hidden jokes in the world. Right? And honestly, if this means that I'm just wearing glasses and I'm just giggling all day, I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. Why would I not want to giggle? That'd be dope. When I giggle to myself, you know how many times I giggle to myself? That's ridiculous. It's borderline schizophrenic the amount of times I'm giggling alone in my office. No one's around me. I'm just randomly giggling. It should be studied, low key. Would you rather have a bike that folds into your pocket or a skateboard that changes shape to fit your destination? I don't know what that means. I don't know what changes shape to fit your destination. But if you're not, hold on. So now I'm confused. I'll read it again because I don't really understand. Let me adjust this mic. Would you rather have a bike that folds into your pocket? That sounds perfect. Or I also don't ride bikes. So it doesn't, well, I know how to ride a bike, but I don't ride them because I don't live in a place that people won't run me over. Los Angeles is a weird place. So, would you rather have a bike that folds into your pocket or a skateboard that changes shape to fit your destination? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. And this is, I don't want to say this is the first time. This is low key the first time in a very long time that I genuinely can't even think about what this means. I'm going to do the bike that folds into my pocket. That's easy. I don't know how sturdy this bike is, right? This better be a magic bike that folds into my pocket because ain't no way I'm going to ride a bike that's flimsy enough to just fold all the way to my pocket. My pockets are larger than like female pockets, but they're not like the biggest pockets. Pockets aren't very big. And I'm under the impression it's because fashion weirdos just like small pockets for some reason. That's why some female pants don't have pockets at all, which is kind of stupid, but it is what it is. I don't know. I don't know. I think they like the silhouette. I don't know how fashion works, but it's sometimes it feels stupid to not have a bigger pocket in my pants. Would you oh, by the way, backtrack. We're definitely doing the bike. Just in case you guys didn't know. Would you rather have a wardrobe that changes your clothes based on the season? Yes. Or shoes that teleport you to the nearest ice cream shop? The shoes. Okay. Okay. Let me calm down. Pros and cons of both things. Wardrobe that changes your clothes based on the season. I know every fashionista that's listening to this podcast right now is like, yo, Kazeem, if you don't take that wardrobe, I will kill you because I'm taking the wardrobe. And I get it. The only pushback I have against that is I don't know what the wardrobe will do for me in a business sense. I don't know what the wardrobe will necessarily do for me. I am at a stage in my career where I've picked a color and I'm sticking with the color. The color is black. I am wearing all black everything when I perform, when I'm out meeting the community, when I'm doing live shows, when I'm doing live podcasts. I will always be wearing black. I'm just saying that. So if I have a wardrobe that changes clothes based on the season, I mean, it'd be great from a business sense, but it's just going to be all black, right? That's not hard. But if I have shoes that teleport you to the nearest ice cream shop, okay. Before we get to the cons, the pro. Ice cream. That's it. That's all. That's all. You know what I mean? Oh, I love ice cream. I love ice cream. I sound like I'm growing my back over this podcast right now. I'm not. At the same time, I do love ice cream. And two things can be true. I can love ice cream and still realize that ice cream is so not good for you at all. So if I have shoes that will teleport me to ice cream, that's a problem. It's a problem. It's not just a problem. It is a big problem. Do you think you have the strength to not get in your shoes and go to an ice cream place? Because I don't think I do. I genuinely do not have the strength to be like, you know what? I know I have these shoes that can take me to go get some like sweet almond caramel toffee crunch ice cream, but I'm going to stay at home. No, I'm going to the ice cream shop. If I'm stressed, I'm going to the ice cream shop. If I have to celebrate, I'm going to go get ice cream. I got to take the wardrobe. I got to take the wardrobe because I mean, there's no other. I got to take the wardrobe. You got to. You have to take the wardrobe. You do not need to become a big back in 2025. You can't. You can't. We got to ungrow the big back. We have to eliminate big back from our vocabulary. I'm not saying don't have ice cream. I'm saying don't put yourself in a situation where you have to go. I'm not saying you have to go. I don't want to say you have to go. It's your decision, right? But if I have shoes that take me to an ice cream shop, I have to go. I'm only speaking for me. I'm only speaking for me. If I have shoes that take me to an ice cream shop, I have to go. I have to. I'm trying to do more like heavy H's. I have to go. I have to go. I have to. I gotta do the wardrobe. It's gonna be all black, but I'll still do the wardrobe. Would you rather have a personal flying umbrella that keeps you dry and cool? Do I get to fly with the umbrella? Is this like a Mary Poppins thing? We'll say yes. We'll say yes. Or a scarf that makes you invisible when wrapped around your face. Okay, so if the scarf is wrapped around your face, you can't really see that well. You can't really breathe that well. And we've talked about this on multiple podcasts. We have talked about this on multiple podcasts. There is no real point to becoming invisible. I can't think of any pro to becoming invisible because I can think of 1,000 cons. People might run you over, people might hit you, right? It's just that's it. That's all the people might run you over alone is 200 cons. People might hit you on accident is another 500 cons. Right? Cuz it compounds. I don't need to be invisible. I can't even think of a situation where I will need to be invisible. If you if you guys can think of monetarily or like a situation where you would need to be invisible that's not perverted, I'm 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 talking to you. I'm talking to you. If you can give me a situation that is not perverted that I need to be invisible for, email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com. I'm going to take this flying umbrella. I want to take this flying umbrella. And I'll be honest, I gain a little weight. I don't know if it can like fly me, but it'll be a nice little hover, right? I'll be like 9 feet off the ground. I'm good with that. And it keeps me dry and cool. Yeah, of course. That's kind of what umbrellas do. You didn't have to put that in the question, but that's neither here nor there. All right, guys, listen. We have a old segment that has become a new segment. All right. Now I need a DJ horn for this. I say I need a DJ horn for this. We have a segment called Interesting Situations. We are still trying to find a sound effect for that. If you have a sound effect for interesting situations, email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com. I think I'm getting very good at randomly pulling up our email address because you guys really do send us decent would you rather questions, right? Some of them we're not going to go through, of course, because they're weird. And then some of them, yeah, we'll do audience submission, no problem. Just let me know if you're okay with getting shouted out because a lot of you aren't. So just let me know. Now, I'm going to read scenarios and then I will discuss them. And that's the segment. Offer. No, we're going to start, not offer. Here's the first thing. We're going to get better at these introducing segments. Just trust me. All right? We're going to get way better. Offer. You'll get 20 million to spend however you wish, but in exchange, you must collect and store every drop of your own urine for the rest of your life. Do you accept? Let's do some math and science and logic. Right? We're going to go through the bullet points. 20 million. It's yours. Do whatever you want with it. Problem. Every drop of your urine for the rest of your life. I'm only 35. We're going to start there. I'm only 35. Let's say hypothetically, and I'll be fair. Let's say I live till 70. Hypothetically, right? Hopefully I live a long life and hopefully I live longer than 70. But let's say I live till 70. So 35 to 70, that's another 35 years. Can I store my urine for 35 years? Respectfully, I know it sounds weird, but can I do that for only $20 million? For only 20 million. How much money would it take to store all my urine for 1 year? I think it would be about $500,000. So $500,000. Could I do it? No, I don't think I can. Now that I'm really thinking about it, listen, unless I have, maybe you can put, 10 million in a mutual fund for like stocks and stuff and grow the money. And then every year from that, it goes to this other thing. I can't, no, I'm not gonna take that deal. I need more money. Now, if it was 100 million, okay. 100 million, I'll figure that out. 100 million. So once a year I spend, and I'll even be conservative. I get $100 million. Once a year I spend like, I'll say $650,000 just to store my urine for the year. Just to store my urine for the year. I can figure that out. But 20 million? 20 million is what I need to store my urine for the next 10 years, right? Because you need space, right? And of course, I'm not drinking. No, I'm going to reduce my liquid intake if I take it. I'm not taking this deal, but if I take it, I would have to reduce my liquid intake so much. It's ridiculous. Do I accept? The answer is no. Next situation. You can have any large animal, either living or extinct, shrunk down into pug size and given to you as a pet. You have to keep it for at least a year. What's your choice? Keep in mind that cuddly grizzly bear is still going to need a few pounds of fresh meat per week. And how cool is your landlord really? All right, listen. One day my landlord will hear this. He's all right. Let me not say he's terrible. He's all right. Okay? Will my landlord allow a dog? Yes, technically. Not really. It's like if it's a service animal in California, then, you know, they'll allow whatever. They need to get rid of that rule. That's neither here nor there. I'm just saying the service animal rule in California is trash and it needs to go away. But let's say, man, I'm trying to think. Do I have a favorite animal? No. And you all have been with us for this is episode 353. You all have been with us for at least 300 episodes. So I know you all know, and I say this every single time, I do not like animals at all. I don't like them at all. So now you're telling me to pick an animal that I have to shrink down into a pug size. Why don't I just pick a cat and have a little tiny kitty for the rest of my life? That's fine. I'll take that. And then it eats whatever the cat eats. I'm not doing a grizzly bear. And some of y'all I know would want like a penguin. I know, I'm not stupid. I know what you guys want. I read the blogs, right? I go on the shade room just to see what's going on. I read all of that. So I know you want a penguin. I know you want a little cheetah. I know some of you guys think you want a tiger. Fine. Who's going to take care of this tiger? It still needs to eat. It still needs to like pee somewhere. Who's going to take care of this tiger? Right? And it asks you, how cool is your landlord? Not that cool. Not that cool. Not tiger cool. Because now I have to explain to him how my tiger is a service animal. That's not going to go down well. It's not. So I'm what animal do I pick? I'll just pick a regular cat and then shrink it down to pug size. And then I have a cat. I'm trying to think like what animal would I even think about? And I can't think of nothing. I don't like animals at all. And I'm trying not to rant, but man, this is a nothing kind of thing. Anyway, so yeah, guys, that was our episode. This has been Tough Choice with Kazeem Rahman. You can find me online at Kazeem Comedy. That's Kazeem Comedy. Like, share, subscribe to this podcast. We are growing and we love it. Our audio engineer is Queezy Leo. You can find him online at AyoQueez. Get at him for all your podcast audio and video needs. We'll put all that information in the show notes. And if you have a tough choice question or a final choice or a something's gotta go or a celebrity showdown, or if you just have a moral dilemma that you want us to discuss on the podcast, email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com. I've been Kazeem Rahman. You guys have been amazing. Bye. Tough choice with Kazeem Rahman. Would you rather? Tough choice. Only be able to wipe your tough choice by scooting around on the carpet. Tough choice. Tough choice.
What kind of carpet is it? If it's alpaca, give me the carpet.